Ariru. And Ariru, Madam, please. And Joanna.
As you look back over that decade of experience, what are your thoughts about the technology?
Good morning. I'm Rafiq Daw. I'm the managing director of Suez Steel Company, which is a partnership between the Egyptian government and a private investor who is me. We have adopted the DRI technology since 2010. We had the idea at that time, and we chose the zero reformer technology, energy iron, and it was on purpose because we thought at that time that this would be the only technology that will adopt or will be ready to take the hydrogen at a certain time. After 10 years of experience, we can say that we were right in choosing that technology, especially in Egypt. First, because of Egypt has an abundant quantity of natural gas and do not have enough scrap. So we are obliged to use the iron ore and the DRI process to produce steel. And then having the zero reformer, we are able today to be efficient in producing DRI with less consumption of gas and less emission, but also we are well prepared to start using the hydrogen very soon in the future. This is the answer to your question, but please give me half a minute to say one thing. I feel very uncomfortable today. This is the first time I'm coming to Danielli without seeing Mr. Benedetti. And I want to address one word to him, saying that from the peaceful and most peaceful and silent place where I'm sure you are, we will always hear the loud voice of Mr. Benedetti through the great achievements that we did.
Very well said, Rafiq, and I know we all agree with you. Thank you. Thank you. Significant opportunities, some of which we heard in the earlier panel and from you. So tell us your thoughts about the advantages of Egypt regarding green iron and green steel, and maybe you can expand on Suez Steel Company's short and medium-term goals in this.
Thank you. So, first of all, Egypt is a great country, 7,000 years of civilization. But Egypt is living on 5% only of its land. So having that great amount of land, desertic land, with a lot of sun, a lot of wind, and even some waterfalls from the Nile, we feel and we know that Egypt is a great opportunity to produce green energy. The Egyptian government, the new Egyptian government, is a young government, is a government who loves its country and working hard to make it happen. We have heard a lot of many MOUs signed with the Egyptian government to produce solar energy in the last few months. Also, wind energy is well now ongoing. But, you know, if we are coming here to this conference, we are not only coming to speak about our countries. Because in my opinion, to change and to reach the green steel, it's not an initiative of one country. Even, you know, some people are thinking about the initiative of one company. This is not true. It will never work. And from this conference, where we moved all of us from our countries to come and gather, we have to come up with a new initiative, with something different, something that can really make the change. Even if I agree with Mr. Shasha and the other colleagues that hydrogen is not a big portion of this change that is needed, but it is still a portion. Maybe not for the steel, but for many other industries. The idea is that fairness has never been there. All developed countries have used the opportunity of the past 100 years to develop themselves. And they created the problem. They made a lot of pollution, while the developing countries are victims of that. And they never had the chance to develop their countries and to make a better life for their people. The initiative should take that into consideration and many other factors. Like, for example, today we are trying to make solar energy in Europe. we are destroying the agricultural land where we need the food. And we have a lot of deserts all over the equator where we can make solar energy, better solar energy, cheaper solar energy without touching the agricultural lands. So what is the idea? What is today the cheapest energy? In my opinion, it's solar. What is the biggest problem with solar? We cannot find it 24 hours a day. But if we make, let's imagine together, that we make a pipeline, a global pipeline, that will pass through all the equator, where we will produce this solar energy and push in that pipeline. Then we will have the solar energy 24 hours. And the pipeline will serve us as a storage of this hydrogen, where we can distribute it later to all south and north, and to the developed countries. And then from fairness point of view, these poor countries that all over the equator will have the chance to produce and to get some money from the hydrogen they produce and to live better. So the initiative is, let's think all together about a green pipeline for global peace. Green pipeline for global peace, GPGP. And by chance it's GP, Giampetro. This is the initiative.
I think that's a good way to end. We are out of time. Please give our panelists a very warm